Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is another speculation video, like my Gumball movie video, that did well in views. I decided to do another video similar discussing an upcoming film, but this time I'm not going to theorise about the events of the movie, but the quality. Anyway, a Lion King 2019 sequel got announced last year, and for some reason out of all the many Disney announcements around the time, this is the one I'm discussing in this video. There's a lot of upcoming Disney films, TV shows, etc. to the point that most people probably aren't aware that this exists. In my opinion, the first live-action Lion King was a weak remake, for being the most similar to the original out of all the remakes. It's the main reason why my initial impression videos have both a score and recommendation, because it will be 6 or maybe 7 out of 10, but strongly not recommend, because it's the same experience, just younger and worse. Could be because I decided to watch the original the day before. This is made to be compared to a film it shares the same name and story as. Number one Aladdin, the second one to a lesser extent, actually adds a lot of new stuff that makes it a different experience, and I think both are decent. 2019 Lion King isn't bad, it has some funny moments and certain characters like Timon, Pumbaa and Zazu are well adapted despite being weaker versions. However, it is not original and forgettable. It upsets me because by the trailers I was under the mindset it showed mostly stuff from the original to get all fans to watch, and it was keeping all the new stuff a secret, but there was very little of it. Visuals look superb but aren't expressive. That's enough of the first one, onto the topic of the video. About the announced sequel film, which are mentioned in a long list of Disney remake sequels, for Aladdin 2 and Jungle Book 2, which had been in production for ages and doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Also, Korea 2 was announced after I scripted this video. Yes, Through the Looking Glass and Myths and Mysteries Evil are out, and judging by them, it's not that hopeful. The first is mediocre and only saved by character time and some good moments. The origin of the Queen and Hearts and her sister is really dumb and baffled that kinda pulls down the first Alice in Wonderland remake a bit. The second is good at being a sequel expanded on the first, but the writing is bad and it isn't memorable. However, the second Lion King, or technically second Lion King remake, but I'll call it second Lion King so it won't be young. It will be an original story, so the first biggest problem won't be an issue, and with the new stuff taking lead, it could be okay, or even good. Despite what some people might think, it's not a remake of Simba's Pride. Disney won't bring attention to a Disney Dream sequel, even a better one. It's been confirmed to actually be a prequel. I have mixed feelings on how this will be a prequel, because prequels often fail as I explained in my Minion video. It's hard to tell what it'll be about, because it probably won't have Simba. It could be about Scar and Mufasa, but they will have to introduce new characters. Something that the Lion King remake didn't do. Well, most new characters in Disney remakes don't do anything, but at least there was new characters. There is still a high chance the Lion King remake sequel won't work, and there is little information available at this point, so I can't make any accurate guesses. The remake's going downhill, it seems even with some promising elements. I'm not looking forward to this cash grab, and after Mulan, I decided to only continue watching a small amount of them. The reception of these films would be better if there was more spacing out with only 1 or 2 a year. 2019, there was 5 Disney live-action remakes. Sure, one was Maleficent 2, and one was the Disney Plus original Lady and the Tramp, but it's still 3 to 5. 2020, there was only one because of lockdown, but since things are going back to semi-normal soon, the high amount of remakes each year will probably return. In conclusion, this was a discussion video about the possible potential of the Lion King remake sequel, but also rant on about the point of Disney remakes as a whole for your video. I would make this a possible series about discussing upcoming movies which are in some way interesting. The end.